sending this game to overtime. The Golden Knights win it 3-2.
Oh, and it was a wild Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. Thank you for joining us here on Game on Vegas. I'm Chris Matthews.
And I'm Ryan Futrell. The Golden Knights now have a 3-1 series lead over the Panthers. Game 5 back here in Las Vegas on Tuesday night, 5 p.m. start. The Stanley Cup will be in the house. Let's take you through Game 4 right now. Warm Saturday night in South Florida. Knights and Florida Panthers. Knights scored early and often. Chris, check out this great pass. Zach Whitecloud to Chandler Stevenson leads him just enough.
Oh, it was a line change right there, and Bobrovsky couldn't handle that one. You know, this happens when you're not communicating, right? It was a line change, and they score on him. First goal of the game, just minutes into the game. Actually, less than 2 into the game, so the Panthers making a change. Knights take advantage. Stevenson had 2 goals for the Knights in this game.
Find the 5-hole there. Now, fast forward to the end of the game. Alex Pietrangelo goes to the box. 17 seconds left. Panthers have an empty net. Whitecloud breaks his stick, so essentially it's 6 Florida skaters against 3.5 Knights skaters. Whew, and Aiden Hill goes rock star in the net, stopping shot after shot. Makes a pad save and a skate save there. Then, they throw punches. Fans are throwing rats.
Water bottles.
It got a little bit crazy here at the end. Oh, there's the pad save and then the skate save to go with his stick save the other day.
Yeah, and you know what? Hill doesn't mind mixing things up either out there after this game. You notice right here, though, it would not have counted. That shot would not have counted by Tkachuk if he would have even hit that thing. But look at Hill right here.
No, Hill.
Tell you what, he's a big 6'6" guy. He's not afraid to bang it up with these guys. So the Knights go on to win that game, though, 3-2, the final. Now they're heading to Vegas. Game 5, a chance to win the Stanley Cup at home.
So we gave up one against Dallas, we gave up one against Winnipeg. You learn from those situations, right? Is it always going to be perfect? No, last game we gave one up too, but you put that behind you and you move on to the next situation. I thought that's what we did. Didn't bother us. I thought, 3 minutes, 6 on 5 is a long time, but we did one heck of a job.
They still came out with some big saves and kept the game close, but I think that's 4 games in a row we've played them.
I mean, it's the ultimate goal in hockey, right? So there's no way you can shut that off in your mind. You're thinking about that, but at the same time, it's just staying in the moment, focus on the next play, the next shift.
And then at the end, no, I wasn't thinking here we go again. I mean, we just went through it. One thing our team does well is they respond to some adversity or whatever hasn't gone well, and we found a way to keep it out of our net.
And joining us now, former NHL player, member of the Las Vegas Thunder back in the day, Jeff Sharples, a defenseman. Okay, Jeff, what do you think?
Hey, let me say,
okay.
I was actually thinking, here we go again. I was actually thinking, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Cassidy said no, but I was thinking, here we go again.
Yeah. It was a little bit like Groundhog Day there at the end of the game for sure, but when the puck went out of play, when Pietrangelo shot in the stands, that definitely ratchets up the pressure. But they did a good job closing down in front of Aiden Hill, and Aiden Hill's just been a rock back there for them. So series is 3-1 now. They got the win, which is what they went to Florida to do, at least get a split, and big game on Tuesday night, obviously.
What did the Knights do right in that game? It seemed like they controlled the game for most of it. I mean, a lot of shots they could have, should have, would have made to make this a blowout, but didn't. But they were right there.
Well, I think the big thing with the Knights in that game was it reminded me of Game 6 in the Dallas series, a little bit of Game 6 in the Edmonton series, where maybe they weren't quite as dominant, as they were in the Game 6 at Dallas, but I liked a lot of their game, and I think the team likes a lot of their game. And to respond after the overtime loss like they did, just kind of shows their mettle. And so I think Tuesday night, I think they just take this just one more game. Everybody knows what's on the line, but I just really believe the Knights and the way they're kind of rolling and their team mentality. I just think they take it one shift at a time, and then we'll see where we are after the first 60 minutes.
Ron mentioned that they were dominating that game. If not for the goalie, Bobrovsky, this could have been a 5-1 game easy. I mean, he played really, really well, didn't he?
Yeah. He's just carried on playing at an elite level. Bobrovsky, he's kind of their horse back there in goal. He's $10 million a year player. So, he's proving that he's worth every penny of it. And, Florida's a scrappy team. I mean, they've been in this position before. Everybody is aware of that. But I really believe that the Knights just kind of keep playing the way they're playing. Attention to detail Coach Cassidy's playing all 4 lines, all 6 defensemen. Everyone's contributing. Everyone should be feeling really good about themselves.
When a team gets lucky goals, as they did in that game sometimes, they all count as one, but when you're bouncing a skate, you're doing the pinball wizard stuff off McNabb and then off Theodore, and it goes into the net to get their first goal of the game. Okay, you didn't really earn that goal. What's the attitude of a team? You tell me when that sort of stuff happens, if you're the Knights or if you're the Panthers.
Yeah, the first thought in my mind was when I watched that go in is on the bench, I'm sure everyone says that kind of goal is not going to take us down tonight. And it's almost like you puff up a little bit more in helping Aiden Hill out, because Aiden Hill, unfortunate bounce, it was a double breaker really into the net. But you know, you go back, the Panthers made a nice play to get the second goal, but overall, you know, I think the only thing you'd like to see the Knights do is to close that game out a little bit more is maybe a little bit more offensive zone time in the third. But really, that you're just nitpicking. I thought their effort and their structure has been just fantastic. Special teams are still very strong for them. So yeah, on Tuesday night, it's just all systems go again.
You know, it seems like all the Golden Knights fans were holding their breath when Jack Eichel got hit in the neck with that puck. Everybody's like, oh no. But he comes back though.
Yeah.
It looked scary. It looked like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what's going on in this series with injuries. Obviously, he was on the end of a big hit from Matthew Tkachuk, and then he takes that one, a shot, and Marshall can really shoot the puck. It comes up off Barkov's stick, hits him looks like in the back of the neck or in the side of the head. But he was back, and I'm telling you, this guy has just been, his first go at the playoffs has been amazing. I think he's that's a huge lift for your team when you see someone go down the tunnel, get repairs, and they come back. So he'll be ready on Tuesday.
And you know, it's kind of cool too, after the game when he came back, you saw the picture up in the stands, his family, here's where I got hit. This is where I got hit.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
so what happens? Tuesday night here in Vegas, a chance going for the Cup. Cup's going to be in the house, the emotion. What's it going to be like on Tuesday night for the players and the fans?
I think it'll be bonkers down there. I mean, I don't know another word to really sum it up with. Going in game one, walking into the building, it was an incredible buzz, not only in the building but outside the building. The players know this. Everybody knows what's on the line, but I think their strength in playing everyone has contributed big time in this playoff run and during the season for the Knights. I think it's just next play when you're on the ice, that's all you're thinking about. And when you're on the bench, next shift. And you know what? One of the great things that Coach Cassie did to close out the Dallas series is he says, you just have to beat the guy across from you. Easier said than done when the stakes are this high. And but I think the simple part of the game, do the simple things well, take care of the neutral zone, get the puck in, get it out. I think the Knights will be in really good position on Tuesday night.
You know, the rest of the NHL always talks about how great that facility is for the NHL games, T-Mobile. Well, they'll ratchet it up a few decibels coming up here.